Stadium in New Jersey. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the home... Town Jets were in... Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Ray McCloud to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive down for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And I think it's safe to say that, I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
McCloud now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
A gain of 6 there on first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On second down, it's Mitchell. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now Lance. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They gave him to just a yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 54 Mike. Check,
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Let's go, go! Right there, 54, right there.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead run. Now they try the right side here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A gain of 16 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. The Lance now to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Gold is able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll drop to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. Dashing through the snow. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it runs away from everyone else.
He ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Pick it up. Mike, 55. 55.
The Lance going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. That's going to set him back 5 yards. 7 after the false start. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
We got 4.
They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lance. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. So the interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From the gun, it's Lance. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Play action, now it's Lance. Out to his left. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns there. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. The Texans trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep all those plays in the side, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. It's going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that play is any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Now the pressure gets to him again. Quentin Williams in there to drop him in sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. And they have the 3 takeaways, but still losing despite the effort that we see.
50 seconds, Mike. Put him on the button. Let's put that team on the button.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Right there. 54 right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff as they run left side. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
57 Mike 57.
Looking to throw.
Let's go.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's their cornerback. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on third down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical. You figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get 5 out of the scramble in 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
I got you. I got you. 40. Go. 46. Go.
Working from the gun. Lance
Let's go, Chief.
looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before.
Williams loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. It'll buy some time right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. All right, D, let's all right, D.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long. Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gonzalez able to take on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McLeod now on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets. They continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road.